I have a petition here being read actually for the first time in the Assembly, and it's from several hundred concerned citizens. To the Legislative Assembly of Ontario, whereas the Ontario Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care unilaterally introduced cuts to funding for physician services and diagnostic testing, and whereas the Ontario Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care has implemented these cuts without the consultation, without the Ontario Medical Association, and whereas the Ontario Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care has no alternative plan to ensure the standard of care for patients is uninterrupted, and whereas the Ontario Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care has cut funding for ophthalmologist diagnostic equipment by up to 80%, and whereas the Ontario Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care prohibits individuals from paying privately for OHIP-funded tests, and whereas the Ontario Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care has not given physicians the final funding amounts for services, we, the undersigned, petition the Legislative Assembly of Ontario as follows: to agree to meet and negotiate in good faith with the Ontario Medical Association and to properly fund the healthcare system in Ontario, given that the population is increasing at approximately 1.2% annually, and to give the Ontario Medical Association the final funding amounts for services. I agree with this petition. We'll sign it and give it to Page Sam.
Nickel Belt.
Mr. Speaker,